What is going on, you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Upper 90 YouTube channel. In today's video, we need to talk about Chelsea's injury report because we are finally back playing in the Premier League. No more cup games this weekend, so stick around as we dive deeper into this. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Mike, huge fan of Chelsea, which is why we're always talking about the best club in London. If you agree with that, make sure to hit the like button, and if you have not, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I greatly appreciate that. Just takes a few seconds, and again, it goes a long way to helping me grow as a YouTuber, but also gets this video to more and more fans such as yourself. Now, like I said, today's video is on Chelsea's injury report. We typically do this each and every week when we have a Premier League game. This weekend, we are playing number one, top of the table, Manchester City, which is going to be a massive battle for both teams. I don't care what you say. I think Chelsea, Liverpool, and Manchester City are the only teams that are pretty much equal when it comes to game time, even though Man City's probably just a little bit better when it comes to all-around squad, even though Chelsea did beat them last year in the Champions League, in case you forgot about that. But this match, again, is going to be a very good game, even though we will be missing some key players, obviously, since we've known that for quite some time. So let's get into who is going to be out this weekend. Now, 2/3 players that we already know are going to be out. Ben Chilwell, he's out for the rest of the season, so again, we just always add him to the list no matter what. Reece James is still out as well with his injury. I'm not too sure exactly how many more weeks/months it's going to be, but it's kind of going to be quite some time before we see him back in the starting 11. And then obviously Mendy is gone with AFCON, even though he has COVID right now, so he wouldn't be able to play anyways. But again, we have Kepa to take his position, who's been doing very, very well, so I'm not really too worried about that. So that leaves us with pretty much two players that are left. Now, the first one is going to be Trevor Chalaba, who still has a hamstring injury. I'm not too sure when this player will finally make it back to at least training with the squad. It seems like we've been rattled with a lot of hamstring injuries this season, so hopefully this is the last of them. It seems like almost every other week we're dealing with someone pulling a hamstring or tweaking their hamstring. So hopefully, again, we can get him healed up, get the players fully fit. Yes, we're playing a lot of games in a very short time frame, which is why a lot of hamstrings will tighten up and cause issues. But again, hopefully we can get past this hurdle. Now, the other player that we also have then on the injured is Christensen. And in case you did not see, Thomas Tuchel did come out in the press conference today stating that he has COVID, which is why he will not be in our squad this weekend, which overall, I think we're okay because with Thiago Silva coming back from injury, we should be fairly depth-wise in defense minus our wingbacks. But again, overall, I don't think he would have started anyways in this game, so it's not a massive loss. But again, it is still a player that will be out with this match. Now, that all being said, again, I think this match will be a very close match. I think Thomas Tuchel is going to probably go back to his normal tactics with a 3/5 in the back, 2 in the midfield, and 3 up top, even though he kept changing his tactics against Tottenham with the last couple of cup games. Now, that again being said, I think it's fairly obvious who will be starting in between the goal. That will be Kepa. No surprise there since Mendy is gone, like I said in the beginning of this video. Now, in our back line, I think Rudiger obviously is going to start each and every week when he's healthy. Same with Thiago Silva. Both those players are very elite when it comes to our defense. And I think Azpilicueta will be starting next to those two other players. I think that's going to be our best situation this weekend with those 3 guys. Now, coming to our wing backs, Marcus Alonzo on the left side, I think he's got that place locked down. I know there's been talks about bringing in different players during this transfer window. I'm not too sure if that's going to happen, but as of right now, he's going to be our left wing back. On the right side, Hudson Doyle, I think it's a start again. He had a great match against Tottenham in the cup game. I think he's very solid in this position, very pacey. Again, he did give us a whole bunch of minutes, about 60 or so when he looked pretty good, then had to get subbed off. Maybe it'll be the same thing for this Manchester City game, but we definitely need some pace out in the wings, and therefore I think Hudson Doyle brings it to us. Christian Pulisic could possibly go there, but I think Hudson Doyle gets it over him this weekend. Now, in the midfield, I think we need to go with our 2 rock star midfielders that played very, very well against Liverpool, and that is going to be Kanté and Kovacic. I think Jorginho still needs some rest yet. Maybe we do start him with Kovacic, but I think Kanté and Kovacic are just very accelerated midfielders that can get all over the pitch, cover a lot of area where Jorginho doesn't cover as much, even though, again, he's very good defensively. I think these 2 are going to be the better option. Now, up top, that's where it gets a little tricky. I think some players, fans are going to want Romelu Lukaku up there, but I don't think he should start this weekend. Now, before you get upset about that and comment how Lukaku should always start. There's reasons why I think this. We've seen a different formation when Kai Havertz starts, and the amount of pressure we're able to put up top on different teams has definitely helped us. We saw it in the Champions League when we won against Manchester City. We saw it against Liverpool a couple weeks ago, and I think Thomas Tuchel is mostly going to do the same thing again this weekend with Timo Werner on that left side, Kai Havertz up top, and probably Mason Mount on that right side. Possibly Christian Pulisic could take one of those spots, but again, I think those three players are going to be the best route. Yes, like I said, you could argue that Romelu Lukaku should start because he is our main striker, but he doesn't give the same amount of pressure that these other players bring. And again, against Manchester City, we need to have a high pressure against this team because we can cause them to make some errors, which then we can attack on those errors and possibly score goals, because this is going to be a very, very close game in this match again. So in this match, we are playing at 7:30 tomorrow morning. It's going to be a very early game, but hopefully you can get up in time to watch this entire match. It's going to be a very fun, exciting game. Thomas Tuchel and Pep Guardiola are two intelligent managers in the Premier League. I would say probably two of the best. Klopp is up there as well. But again, this is going to be a match where we're going to have two guys, tactically wise, going back and forth, trying to tinker around with their formations. I'm a Chelsea fan, so obviously I'm going to be picking Chelsea in this match, and I see them winning 2-1. I think Kepa is going to have another great game. He's continuously playing very, very well under Thomas Tuchel. I think that's going to continue in this match. And again, I think, yes, he will play up one goal, which again, against Manchester City is not too bad because they do score a lot of goals, but I think he's going to have a lot of saves this weekend. So that is all I have for you today in the injury report / my predictions for this game. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe down below if you have not. I greatly appreciate that. And also comment down below who you think is going to win this game. I'm curious to see what you think on this match. So that is it, and I will see you next time.